Funny, isn't it? And just make your way to standing, and just start off by giving your right hand a shake. Just taking your time and feeling the fingers move. First of all, notice all of them, all your digits there, the thumb, all the fingers. And then let you direct your awareness into your thumb. So you're consciously relaxing the thumb from the base. Your first finger, keep going. I think I saw somebody. There we go, yeah. And then let that awareness move into your wrist and your palm. Hey, hello Priya, hello Renu. We've only just started, we're shaking the right hand. Let that focus move up into your forearm and your elbow. And then feel it flow up into the bicep and the shoulder. And just start to relax the whole of the arm. And we're going to separate the feet a little bit further apart and just shake down. As you fold forward, feel the vibration go into your shoulder, let your neck relax. Feel the whole of that arm, just relaxing down. So let go of any tension, tiredness. And then just let your arm relax down there, let it flop down, let it hang loose. And then you're going to bend your knees, pop your core muscles on, and then just stretch up on that right side. And take your time as you stretch up. Feel space in the ribs, breathe in. Feel your spine lengthen. And then that arm is just going to come overhead and relax into that sideways stretch. Feel the muscles starting to relax through the right side from the armpit down into the foot. Breathing in, really expand your ribs as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, just let that arm come down in front. And then we've got a difference on both sides. So give your left hand a shake. And if you've only done one arm, do both of them. That's it. Feel all your fingers relaxing. And then take it into your thumb, relax your thumb, or your thumbs. Your first finger, middle finger, that ring finger, any little finger. So all the digits relaxed. The palm. And then take it into your wrist. Feel it flow into the forearm and into the elbow. And your bicep and your shoulder. So your whole arm is loose, floppy. And then when you tilt forward, you feel it right into your shoulder and let the whole of your arm just shake down towards the ground. And then let it relax there for a second. Just let it swing. You might notice any sensations. You might feel tingly. And then just stand up, bend your knees and stretch up on the left side. Breathe in, reach up. Feel a lengthening from the sole of your foot all the way up into your fingers. And then let that arm come over. That's it. Beautiful stretch. Nice natural stretch. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let that arm come down by your side. Step your feet a little bit closer together. So anchor the balls of the feet down and just start to have a little bounce on the balls of the feet. So keep the balls of the feet down, the heels lift. And it's just like an energizing movement and all the muscles relax, the bones. And then all we're going to do is lift the arms up in front of the body and stretch up. Breathe in as you stretch. Lovely. Bend your knees, breathe out, swing the arms back. Got to stretch through the backs of the legs and then come back up to standing. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, soften as you fold forward. Really feel the ribs come down towards the legs. And then this third time, when you come down, let your arms just swing forward. And then relax from the base of the spine. Feel the stretch through the backs of your legs. And then from the base down towards the crown. Imagine you've got there's like a rock attached to the top of your head, and that helps to relax your spine. Okay, now bend your knees, but let your belly, let your ribs come down so they rest onto the knees, and take a breath in. And we're going to stand up quite slowly, but pressing the soles of the feet into the ground. Feel the strength in your legs. Stack each vertebra and lift both arms up through the midline and reach up, stretching all the way up. Breathing in as you rise up. And then let your shoulders relax. And then let both arms come down. So you've got a circle in front. And your hands come down by your sides. Fabulous. We activate at the top of the body. Let's do the legs. Take the weight onto your left leg. Lift your right foot, circle your toes a few times. Use the wall or find something to focus on to help you keep your balance. And just enjoy circling the toes around. Ankle relaxes. And then change your direction as well. Let your foot have a little shake. And as you shake your foot, see if you can notice your toes loosening up and the ball of the foot and the heel. And then the top of the foot. And then let that flow move up into your ankle and then into your calf muscle. And then feel it go up through your knee and into the quad and into the hip. And as it goes there, let the leg come out into the front. And then we're going to take the leg across the body. And sometimes I think it works better for me when I put my arms out to the side, but we're all different. And then bring your leg back around and then lift your knee right up in front. Pop your glutes on, core muscles, and really feel that those muscles activating. And then take your knee out to the side and then let your knee come down. I've brought some arm movements in. I'm not sure. I think they're just there for show, but there you go. Take the weight onto your right leg now. Lift your left foot up and circle your toes on the left. Just take them round a few times. Feel the ankle joint loosening. And then change your direction so you go the other way. And then let your shaking movement happen. You can feel the tips of the toes, the sole of the foot, your ankle, top of the fours, and just let that movement ripple up into your calf muscle. So just loosening up the strong muscle there and your knee. And then taking it up into the quad. Brilliant. That comes into the front. And then just take it across the body just for a moment or two. And you can pop your arms out if it feels good for you. Fabulous. Now bring your foot back around. Core muscles on. Now you're going to lift the knee up in front. So lift your knee up, pop your core muscles on your glutes. And then we're going to take the knee out to the side. And then let the knee come down. And give your whole body a shake. So loosen up everything that we've not just worked with. Just enjoy a lovely sense of freedom that you find when you move. Come back to standing. So we're going to go down to level of the hips now. So you want to have your feet just slightly more than hip distance. Let the soles of the feet sink down, bend your knees a little bit. And then the movement, as always, comes from the base of the spine. So you just start turning from left to right. And let your arms have a weightlessness to them. So the hands just tap in low to begin with. And we're steadily going to start to lift the hands up, the arms. But really take your time. So at this point, they're low. So they're just a bit lower than the sacrum. And it's almost like the spine, it's like a central axis, with the coccyx being the very end. And you just turn him from left to right. Start to let your arms lift up a bit now. Your back gets more movement. So the hands are tapping in around the level of the elbows. This is great. It really helps to hydrate your spine, so the discs, that hydration, keep it really healthy. So we're going to lift the arms up a bit more. So your hands are tapping in around the level of the shoulders, or you might already be further up. It's fine. You work with what feels good for your body. And then from the shoulder level, let the arms go up into that space up above. And stretch your fingers out and really notice the air passing by your hands. Or your hands passing by the air, isn't it? They're moving. A lovely sense of freedom in your spine as you twist. And then let the arms come down. But take your time bringing the arms down as well. Notice how different they feel. And then let them be low. And then start to lift your heels from the ground. Your twist will deepen. And we're going to take it up a notch. So we're going to make it slightly more dynamic. So moving a little bit faster, but always moving at your own pace. Going a bit faster. Gets your heart rate going, gets the blood pumping around your body. The arms come up to elbow height. And your hands, your arms might be tapping into your body as well, so you get a free massage. Come to shoulder height now, and as you reach shoulder height, give the opposite shoulder a bit of a tap, so you've got a stretch through your back. And there we go. Let's take the arms up into that space up above again. And as you twist, let the sternum lift. Length through your spine, lovely. And the arms come down. There's a lightness to them. And then our next stage is just to bend the knees and sink down. So you might want to separate your feet a bit further apart. This stretches out the big muscles in the legs, the quads. And then just let your body come back to your standing position. Your hands on your hips, circle your hips a few times. As you do this, notice what's happening in the spine. Tiny movements. Change direction as well. And then let your body come to being still. And we're going to lift both of the shoulders up towards the ears. Breathe in. Create that space in your ribs. And as you breathe out, relax your shoulders back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then let your shoulders relax down. Breathe in, lift your shoulders up again. Breathe in, take a big deep breath in. Breathe out, sigh your breath out, let your shoulders relax down. And then take that awareness into your right shoulder and just start to make those tiny circles to begin with. And this movement's all about unraveling tension. So in this first stage, feel a stretch through the chest into your pecs. And you're just mobilizing the shoulders as you circle them. Start to lift your elbows into the movement as well. And you're all moving your hips. You can feel how the body's connected, the joints in the body. As you lift your elbows, space in the ribs. Wow. Now as your elbows lift, go into the next stage, which means you sink your arms down. So it's, you swing the arms through and it makes compression in the kidneys. And when we compress the kidneys, we also squeeze the adrenals, so it soothes the adrenals. So it helps you to feel less stressed. So releasing, creating big circles, moving the hands forward. And then we're going to take this into another stage, which means you step your feet wide and you just start creating a figure of 8. And the only things to be aware of are having your palms facing one another. And if possible, lift the hands up through the middle of the body. So the hands come up through the heart center. And that really energizes you. And take up the space around you, explore, and use it to move any part of your spine that we've not already worked with. You can bend your knees into it. You can close your eyes and just flow. Make sure that you take your hands behind. At some point you get a nice twist. And then I'm going to invite you to bring your figure of 8 forward. So you want a nice wide stance with the feet. And then you come down into a forward bend and start making a number 8 on its side, on the ground. And if possible, just let your head, your neck, your shoulders relax. Just tracing this shape. And then let your body, the whole of your body, become still. And as you become still, let the body fold forwards. You can bend your knees if it feels more comfortable. And you just relax into your forward bend. And here in this forward bend, take some slow, steady breaths. Using the out breath to relax that little bit more deeply. And then just start to walk your feet closer together. So heel toe your feet together. And then bend your knees when they come to hip distance. So again, your ribs, your abdomen rest onto your thighs. And we're going to come up really slowly. Pop your core muscles on and your glutes. Breathe in and begin to just stack each vertebra one at a time. Lift it all the way up. Let your hands come up through the midline and breathe in as you reach up. Lovely. Stretching out the front of the body. And just looking up towards the backs of the hands so the throat center's open as well. Fabulous. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold forwards. Keep your hands close to your body. Come down into a forward bend. Come down as far as what's comfortable. And then bend your knees, engage core and rise back up. This time come up a little bit quicker than before. But you're breathing in as you rise up. And you can open your arms up so you feel your chest lift open. Breathe out, fold back down. This time when you come down, just stay down here for a second. So you stay in your forward bend. Let your knees soften again. Turn your hands the other way up. So the backs of the hands are down towards the mat. Palms face up and bring your middle fingers so they just about touch. And then you're going to bend your knees, breathe in. And as you breathe in, imagine that a big ball or something's expanding in front of you and come up to stand it in with your arms extended out at shoulder height. Brilliant. When they come up, turn the palms up and just stretch your arms out a bit further. And then continue that breath, lift both arms up above the body, let your palms come together. And then just let your body sway over towards that right side, or whichever side. Lift up through the middle, come over to the other side, stretching down the right side and mirroring you. And then come back up to the top. Press both palms together so you feel strength in your arms. And then let your hands come down in front of your heart. Take a couple of breaths. Notice your legs, your feet, your hips, sternum lifted. Release your hands down by your sides. You might just want to stand for a moment. Just checking in with yourself. And I'm just going to have a little drip of water. So we're going to begin this year's practice with our foundation sequence. So just really enjoy moving. Remember to keep your joints flexed and relaxed. Remember that all your movements follow the breath. And we're going to come into Tadasana Mountain Pose. So bringing your feet to hip distance. You can just close one eye. You can hover the opposite fist between them. And that gives you your approximate hip distance. And then we just take that a moment to let your awareness come down to the soles of the feet. And just notice that connection between the mat, ground, and stretch out your toes, lift your toes up, and just place each of your toes down. Let your heels sink down. Feel the arches lift and your awareness starts to travel up through your calf muscles and knees. Your knees be nice and soft and let that awareness come into your thighs. And then just parking your pelvis into a neutral position. So it's neither tipped forwards or backwards. And breathe out, lifting pelvic floor. The awareness rise up through the front of the body. And lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Encircle your shoulders back. And just lightly feel your shoulder blades as they gently draw closer together. Without any tension. Placing your head comfortably to your neck and let the crown of the head just rise up. You feel as though there's an invisible thread attached to the crown of your head, and it just creates a bit of space between your vertebrae. And as you stand in this way, allow your breathing, your breaths to be steady and even. Relaxing on the out breath. Core muscles are on about 60%. So the body feels active. And as you stand in this way, steady and strong, Tadasana Mountain Pose. Spend a moment now just rocking the body backwards and forwards. So you'll keep your core muscles on and just gently move backwards and forwards as if you're moving through that invisible thread. Filling your body with stillness. Come back to being steady. Refresh your core, lengthen your spine. And then we're going to go around the outsides of the feet. So take your weight over towards the right side of the right foot. And then into the right heel, the left heel, side of your left foot, your toes. We're just going to go around a couple of times. If you feel wobbly, really anchor your toes down. This is great. This helps you to quieten your mind. And can you change direction and go the other way? Fantastic. Let your body just ease its way back into a still place. Refresh your core one more time. So you lift pelvic floor, let sternum lift, take your shoulders back, feel the spine lengthen. And just enjoy a deep whole breath. Let your right palm come out in front of the navel. And facing up, take your left palm overhead. Get both palms face one another. Now we're going to breathe in, lengthening the spine. So really create space, and then let your body come over into a sideways stretch. Relax your right shoulder and feel beautiful length through the left side. Lovely. Breathe in, lift the body up, circle your arms around. Breathe in, breathe out. Lovely deep stretch. You're going to breathe in, engage core, lift back up, circle the arms again. This time we're going to hold it for a little bit longer. So breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, go into that stretch, relax your right shoulder. Take some slow, steady breaths again. And as you do it, feel as though you're pressing the right foot down into the mat. And it's as though the body's in one plane. Engage your core muscles now and use your breath as you lift back up. And then circle the arms again. Breathe in as you rise and then breathe out. Come over into your sideways stretch. Pressing down into that right foot. Breathe in space into the ribs and through the muscles on the side of the body, quadratus lumborum. And then breathe in, lift up, take your arms out to the side, let your palms face forward. And then bring your arms so the palms are facing one another. And then rotate the hands so the palms are facing in towards you. Now just check that your elbows are in line with your shoulders. So we're going to lift both of the arms up and it stretches the back. So let the arms lift up. Start to straighten your legs, and I'm hoping you can feel a stretch through your back. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, let your arms come down. Now this second stage, we're going to lift the heels off the ground again as well. So breathe in, take your arms up. And then once you've got steady, lift your heels up as well. You'll need your core muscles on, and you can find something to focus on. Breathe in. Let your heels come down now. Bring your arms down and then open your arms up really wide. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs. Breathe out, draw everything in. Draw the backs of the hands in towards your shoulders. Bend your knees, core muscles up. Now in this shape, now breathe in again, really fill your lungs. And then as you breathe out, you're going to expand and take up that space. And straighten your legs, that's it. We're going to do this 2 more times. So breathe in, squeeze everything in, and it's a good one for letting go. So breathe in and breathe out, let go. Brilliant, let's do it 1 more time. Feel it in your core muscles, glutes. Breathing in, and then when you're ready to breathe out, through the nose, lovely. Let your arms come down by your sides. Give your arms a few rotations. And this movement really comes from the spine. Feel it flow through your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, and then even into the fingers. And it's amazing, it releases tension that gets accumulated in the arms. So if you use your arms a lot in your job, if you type in or a computer, using a phone or anything driving, we get a lot of tension into the arms, and it's the first physical part of the body where we reach out into the world. So it really helps to dissolve any physical blockages here. Any tension. We'll start to let the arms lift up to shoulder height now. Make sure you can see your hands out the corners of your eyes. And then steadily bring the arms back down. And then once they get back down, give them a shake. I always feel like my arms are longer after doing that movement, really do. So we're going to work with the shoulders, and again it's tiny circles. So bring your fingertips up and place them either on your collarbones or your shoulders, and let the whole body move so it's got a spinal weight. So first of all, sink into your knees, pop your core muscles on and bring the elbows close together in front. Now lift the elbows up, start to breathe in and then breathe out as the elbows come down and you create nice circles. So really allow your breath to synchronize with the movement. So you breathe in, you breathe out. Lovely, sinking down. And then let both elbows come down and then reverse your movement so you're going to go the other way. But allow the head to be included. So as you sink down through your knees and the elbows come forward, let your head relax down. That's great. Feeling that nice stretch through your back. And then on this next one, just let your arms relax down by your sides. And okay, so this next movement is a twist. We're going to do 2 stages of it. And I think we'll be okay with no demonstration because you've done this stuff so many times. I want you to separate your feet so your feet are just a little bit less than shoulder distance. And with the first stage, we do it with the feet facing forwards and the knees bent. And the twist starts from the base of the spine. So it starts from the waist actually. As you breathe in now, let your arms lift up so they come up to shoulder height. And feel as though they're supported on some water or something helping them stay up there. Now engage core, lift sternum and just start to turn your hips towards the right. And you'll get so far and you won't be able to go any further. Make sure your knees are nice and soft. Now breathe in again, lift your ribs and then breathe out and you can just twist a little bit further. And then one more time, breathe in, lift up and breathe out. Let your arms go around and let your head be in line with your spine. I'm going to turn to look at you, so I'm going to turn, that's it. And then to come out of it, you're going to breathe in, engage core and just start to bring your hips back round to the front and then your arms will gently flow behind. And then move into the other side, so keeping the feet where they are, taking the hips to the left side. You get so far, breathe in, lift up, breathe out a little bit further. And then one more, you're lifting up the upper part of the spine, breathe out. Holding for a moment or two. This is amazing for your back, for your spine. And then breathe in, lift sternum. And then as you breathe out, bring your hips back through to the front. Your middle back, upper back, shoulders. Your arms come down for a moment. Taking your right foot 90 degrees to the right. And you're going to come on to the ball of your left foot. So just check that you can move and you can lift. Come back towards the front, breathe out. Refresh core. And on your next in-breath, let your arms come up to shoulder. You're going to start turning your hips towards the right. And again, you get so far. Now this time, lift the left heel, let your ankle turn, and you just continue that twist. Following the same pattern as before. So once you get to not being able to move any further, breathe in, lift your sternum, and just twist around that little bit more. Now you want to check the weight is through the back leg, so that will be your left leg. Now place your left hand onto your right shoulder. And then with your right arm, bend your right elbow and place the forearm into the small of your back. That's it. Now breathe in, lift sternum one more time. Check pelvis is in neutral and then ease round and you just gently press your right shoulder. You're all right, you're all perfect. And then breathe in, let sternum lift a tiny bit and then start to bring your hips back round to the front. Unravel your arms to help with your balance and you'll come all the way back around. Let your arms come down for a second because they get tired. Now take your left foot 90 degrees Head to come onto the ball of the right foot, core muscles on. Breathe in, let your arms lift. And as you breathe out, start turning towards the left. Come onto the ball of your right foot, breathe in, lift sternum. Just twisting around that little bit more. Engage core, lift that sternum a bit further, or be careful. Place your right hand onto your left shoulder. And then bend your left arm and place the forearm into the small of the back. Check core muscles on, breathe in, lift sternum. And on your out breath, you just gently press in that left shoulder. Just enjoying that deep twist through your spine. And just have a moment where you notice how your breathing is. And just bring that breath into being steady. Lovely. Next in breath, release the arms, let your arms lift, bring your hips back round to the front. Everything comes back round, let your arms relax down by your sides. And then just folding the body forwards, coming down into a forward bend. Just letting the body relax down here. And then bending your knees, letting the knees bend, coming down into whatever your squat might be this evening. Engage core, let your arms lift up. So the arms are parallel, just out in front. Fabulous. Bring the fingertips back down towards the ground. Now lift the base of the spine. So you're lifting, you're straightening your legs. Bring your heels down, draw your chin in towards your chin in towards your shins. And then bend your knees again. Come back down into your squat. Let your arms lift up again. So you want your core muscles on. Breathe in, let your arms lift up. This time you're going to squeeze shoulder blades together. Have your palms facing forward. It's a gesture of letting go. Take a nice breath in, feel your lungs and your chest expand. And then as you breathe out, bring your fingertips back down onto the mat. Lift your hips up. This time come all the way up to standing. Stacking each vertebra, let your shoulders relax down. Steadily coming up. Just standing for a moment or two. Coming up. God bless. So I'm hoping that you all feel okay after those movements. Just gently taking your head over towards the right side, so you're looking over your right shoulder. And then bringing your head back through to the centre. And then your head goes over towards the left shoulder. Let your head come back to the centre. We now breathe in at the centre point. And as you breathe out, turn your head towards the right. Breathe in back towards the centre. And breathe out towards the left. Breathe in back towards that centre point. Now breathe in, lengthening your spine. Feel the crown of the head rise up. And bring your head back to the centre. As you breathe out, extend your head forward and let your chin come down onto the chest. You'll feel a lovely lengthening through the back of the neck. Take a breath here, breathe in, breathe out. And then as you breathe in this time, draw your chin in towards your chest. You create a double chin. And then you're just going to tilt your head up to lengthen up on the base of the chin down towards the collarbone. And then breathe out as your head comes back to the front. And then our next movement is just to lower the head down towards your shoulder. Breathe in, engage core, let your head come back to the middle. And then let your head go down to the left side. Breathe in, engage core, bring your head back to the middle. separate your feet a little bit further apart. So maybe they're a bit more than shoulder distance. And then just steadily let your body come down into your forward, wide legged forward bend. Bend your knees if you want to. And then just gently hold onto your elbows. And you're just going to start to gently swing between the two big toes. And feel the hamstrings stretching out. And make it a really steady movement from left to right. And then let the movement become still. Now place your right hand on the outside of your left ankle, or the inside, or wherever is good for you. And then place the other hand place your left hand onto your right hand. And then just look towards your left shoulder. And then let the body come back through the middle. Bring your left hand onto the outside of the right foot, the right ankle. Place your other hand on top, look towards your right shoulder. So both hands on one ankle, look towards that side. That's it. And then bring both hands back towards the middle. Turn from the base of the spine and raise your right hand up above your body. Got lots of variety this evening. Look up towards that right hand. Breathe in, feel the chest and lungs, ribs expand. Breathe out, bring the arm back down, place it back down onto the mat. Turn from the base of the spine, lift your left arm up. Look up towards your left hand, breathe in. And breathe out, bring that arm down. Walk your feet back to hip distance. Bend your knees so your abdomen rests onto your thighs. And slowly and steadily bring yourself back up to your standing position. Lifting the arms up through that midline of the body. Breathe in. And then on your out breath, you just bring your hands down in front of your heart center. Take a moment to scan through your body from the feet up. In relaxation and steadiness in your feet, your ankles, your knees, hips, pelvis, shoulders relaxed. And the connection between the palms. When you're ready, let your hands relax down by your sides. If you want to just stand for a moment in that peacefulness you've created, please do. And when you are ready, let yourself just come down onto the ground, come onto your tummies. And into crocodile pose. So separate your feet wide, heels in, toes pointed out, and place one arm down, put the other arm on top, and your forehead just goes onto the backs of your arms. And just take in some big deep breaths here. Just breathe in steadily, your ankles relaxed. I'm just going to scan through the body. Take a moment to let your awareness move from the soles of the feet. Just check that you feel comfortable here. Into the ankles, the calf muscles, the shins. And that awareness rises up. The legs feel relaxed. And as you arrive at the level of the hips, now breathe in and feel the connection between the abdomen, the ground. And breathe in, creating that space. Breathe out, body relaxes and softens. Breathing into the upper part of the chest. And as you breathe out, body softens and relaxes that little bit more. And just preparing now to come out of your crocodile pose. And final big deep breath. Relax. Just start to walk your feet closer together. Taking your time. The legs relax, the feet relax. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders and just lift yourself up. So your hips come back to your heels. So you're into the extended child pose. So your arms are stretched out in front. And let your head be in line with your neck and shoulders. Let your forehead come down onto the mat if it's not there already, or wherever you might be today. You can separate your knees, make some space, just let the body relax there. Just taking deep breaths. And then walk your knees so they're a bit closer together. And then with your hands, take both hands over to one side of the mat. So you're stretching into a nice diagonal stretch, into a lateral stretch. And when you reach that point where you're not going any further, let the hand, so I don't know which way you've gone, but place the one hand on top of the other. I think there's only one way to do it. So one hand on top of the other, breathe in and breathe out. And then walk both hands back through the midpoint. And then place your one hand on top of the other. So it's the inside hand that goes on the outside hand. And you're feeling that stretch through the side of the body. Breathe in and breathe out, relaxing into your stretch. And then bring your hands back to the middle and bring them both back by your ankles. So your palms are facing up, forehead down. And you just relax in that beautiful shape, in that pose of the child. Just connecting with the rhythm and the sound of your breathing. And I'm going to invite you to come up onto your knees and just slide your hands forward and come up, so you're onto your hands and knees. And you want to make sure when you start this pose, your shoulder is directly above your hand and your hip is directly above your knees. So you want a nice strong shape and you want a nice long lengthened back. And the first thing we're going to do is work with Manjari cat pose. So we work from the base of the spine. So breathe out, engage pelvic floor, abdominals, glutes, and just let your back arch up towards the ceiling. Drawing tummy button up towards your spine, chin is in towards your chest, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, just begin to reverse that way, tilting pelvis forward. That flow through the base into the chest now. Sorry, I just said that slightly wrong. So just breathe out. Now breathe in. And then as we reverse that way, we arch the back. So you're always breathing out as you arch your back. And you're breathing in as you turn your head forward. So move from the base, move through each vertebra, head comes up. And then just start to enjoy that movement at your own pace with your own breath. We're always moving from the base, and it's as though a flow, a ripple of energy moves from the base, and it allows you to move through each vertebra with absolute care. Mobilizing the spine, connecting you to the earth element, strengthening your arms, your legs. And then come back to your neutral position. And then bring your hips back to join your heels. Bring your hands back by your ankles, palms face up. And then when you're ready, just start to emerge from the ground and sit for a moment or two. I'm going to do you a little demonstration. So I've discovered this lovely flow. I've been doing a lot. Do you know, it's been fabulous. I've been doing a lot of yoga over Christmas. I've been taking advantage of this lovely studio I've got. And I've found some new things that I've enjoyed, and I've been sharing a few of them with you this evening. I just wanted to show you what we're going to do next, and it's the flow. It really strengthens your body. It gets the oxygen through your lungs. So just watch me for a second. It's really simple. So there you go. So we're just going to move from one pose to the next pose. So from your kneeling position, you can place your palms down onto the mat. And again, we're going to rise up into the starting position for the cat. So as you come up, you breathe in, come up into your cat position. Check that you're steady. We're then going to tuck the toes under, press the heels back and drop into plank pose. We'll do the physical bit first. So you want your knees off the ground, head in line with your spine. You're in your plank pose. And then you're going to bend your knees, lift the toes up and lift back into pose of a child. I've got my legs a bit further, the knees a bit further apart. And then your forehead comes down. So you're an extended child. Now this time we're going to bring the breath in. So as you come up, you breathe in. You're going to tuck your toes under, lift into plank, breathe out. Breathe in, feel your core muscles engage. Bring your knees down to the mat. Breathe out as you come back to child. Fabulous. Breathe in, rise up into your cat. Breathe out, toes under, heels lift. You drop into plank. That's it. Breathe in, strong arms, strong core. Breathe out, bring your knees down, back into pose of a child. And then we'll just do one more round. So core muscles engaged, strong, breathing in as you rise up. Breathe out, toes down to mat. You drop the body down, strong plank pose. Breathing in your plank pose. Bring your knees down onto the mat. Come back into child as you breathe out. This time we're going to stay down here. So check you're comfortable. Bring your hands back so your hands come back by your ankles. Forehead down, or you can make two fists, whatever works for you. Just taking a moment to rest down there. Feeling that sense of restfulness. Body recharges and restores, renewing your vitality. And then when you're ready, just start to emerge. So lifting up from the base and just bring yourself slowly back up to a seated position. We are actually going to, I told you it was quite relaxing. We're going to stand up now. Sheila's like, you've got relaxation this year, didn't you? I know it's I really wanted to work. I always like to start the year off with very similar to what we're doing today. But I feel a really beautiful pose to start the year with is the tree pose, Vrikshasana, because it really helps you to feel balanced and strong. And it's nice to bring an intention or a focus or a word, maybe a key word, something that you want to work with for the year. So with our tree pose, we're going to start from Tadasana. mountain pose. And again, feel the ground under your feet, feel your strong legs, hips and pelvis in neutral, sternum lifts, crown of the head rises up. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears, take them back. And just take a moment to relax into your breath and that space in your lungs. And then just begin to transfer your weight from one foot to the other. And you could even lift your soles off the ground. And come back to standing. Refresh core. Feel the crown of the head rising up. And you're going to lift the left heel and place your left heel against your ankle. And then check your hips and pelvis in neutral, core muscles on, sternum lifts. And then we're just going to let the hands just be very soft. Let your hands just cross in front of the navel and then lift both arms up. As you lift your arms up, feel the ribs lift. Core muscles on palms, connect up overhead. Lovely. Press in palms together. Guide your hands down so they come down in front of your heart. Core muscles really engaged. Turn your hands forward so your fingers point forwards. And then stretch both arms out in front. Feeling a lovely stretch through your back. And then peel your hands apart so your arms open up wide. And then just check you can see both hands out of the corners of your eyes. Check your core muscles are on and your glutes are engaged. And then turn your palms down towards the ground. Lift your foot and bring both your hands and your foot down. Now on this other side, we're going to bring the breath into the movement as well. So as you lift your heel, core muscles come on, glutes engage, and you breathe in as the arms lift up. Notice the lungs fill in with that oxygen. Breathe out as you press your palms together. Breathe in, turn your hands forwards. And then breathe out, stretching the arms out in front. Breathe in as you separate the arms, chest, lungs expand. Release your foot, turn your palms down, and breathe out. So if you want to lift your foot and place it against your calf muscle, you can, but make sure your hips and pelvis are neutral. Breathing in as your arms lift, spine lengthens, steadiness, focus. Breathe out, hands come down. You're bringing down anything that you want to invite into your world. Breathe in, turn your hands forward. Breathe out, stretch arms forwards. Breathe in as you peel the hands apart, chest. Stretches lungs, expand, turn palms down, breathe out as your hands come down. Working with the same on the other side. So breathing in, lifting your foot, hips, pelvis neutral, core muscles on. Arms lift up overhead, connect in your mind's eye, just above the hands. Just visualize warm light pouring down through your arms and hands, and invite that warmth into your heart center. Allow it to fill every cell. Now, as you breathe in, turn your hands forwards. Breathe out, extend those arms forward. That light moves forwards. You breathe in and the arms expand, they open out. That warmth and light surrounds the whole of your being. Release your foot and your hands and let everything travel back to the earth. Keep both feet on the ground now. Lifting both arms up above the body, filling the lungs. That oxygen fills your body. Core muscles are on, stretching up. Let your tree just move. Let your body flow however it feels it wants to this evening. Just taking the hands from side to side. And then coming back to that center point, reaching up at the sternum lift. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring the hands down to settle in front of your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Just allow yourself to rest in that place of peace, that place of connection. Om Shri Vrikshasana Namaha. Salutations to the tree. Release your hands now. Let your hands come down by your sides. You might notice some tingling feelings there. And now it's time to come down onto your backs. And bring yourself down onto your backs. And it's relaxation time. So you want to have your cushions and socks and blankets and all the warm, cozy things. Just coming down onto your mats. And if you feel you want to draw your knees into your chest and just have a little rock from side to side, you can do, or just relaxing down. Feels nice to hug the knees in. And then releasing your legs, stretch your legs out in front. And just snuggling yourselves down into your space. Snuggle down into your blankets, to the cushions. Just feel really comfortable. As though you're coming home to yourself. And as you relax down there, hear the sound of your breathing. Notice the rise and the fall of your belly. And as you breathe in now, draw your toes in towards you. Feel the stretch through the back of your legs. And then breathe out, push your toes away. And then circle your toes around a few times in one direction. And then a few times in the other direction. And then breathe in, draw your toes in. Breathe out, push your toes away. Breathe in, press the backs of the knees down into the mat. Breathe out. Tighten the quads, muscles in the quads. Relax the quads. And then coming up to level of the hips, the pelvis. Just tightening pelvic floor, lifting pelvic floor, drawing those lower abdominals back towards your spine. And then just breathe out, softening those muscles and consciously soften them. That awareness now, let it thread its way up from the base of the spine up towards your shoulders, and let your shoulders just draw together. And then relax your shoulders down onto the mat. Roll your thumbs in towards your palm, wrap your fingers around your thumbs, and then roll the arms in towards you. Just stretch through the top of your back. Breathe in. And then breathe out, roll the palms away, let your palms open out wide. And then let your fingers relax. Awareness rise up now into your chest and feel the upper part of your lungs. Middle and the belly. You really let that breath fill up your body. And then just breathing out, relaxing. Turn your head to the left side and then turn your head to the right side. And make it a very, very slow movement. And then let the head come back to the middle. Scrunch up your eyes, wriggle your nose, roll up your brow, and then move the jaw, bottom part of the jaw, move it from side to side and around in circles. And then just start to let the face soften. Your eyes soften, cheeks. Just allowing your body to become very, very still. You're going to use the breath now. And as you start to relax, just let that awareness come back down towards the soles of the feet. And as you breathe in, just let the soles of the feet feel really soft. You're going to say you're softening the bones in the foot, the toes, and that softness moves into your ankle joint and your calf muscle and your shin. So the whole of the lower part of the leg is soft and relaxed. Breathe out, relax a little bit more. That feeling now moves into the knee. Just allowing the breath to relax and soothe the knee, the bones in the legs, the hips, and the pelvic region. Just breathing that softness in. Feeling a sense of peacefulness and relaxation filling every cell within your body. Feeling a peacefulness now comes up into the abdominal region, and as you breathe in, it expands into the organs within your body, the digestive organs and hormonal system, every muscle, every bone, every tissue, feeling that sense of relaxation in the back of the body, in the arms, the hands. It's feeling that softness is present in the forehead, in your cheeks, jaw, top of the head. And as you breathe out this time, allow this breath to take you into a place where you can spend a few moments just resting in this place of stillness. Just taking a few moments to unwind and be still. And then invite you to start this process of reawakening. Best of all, just start to stretch your fingers and stretch your toes and become aware of the ground underneath the earth. And press down into those points. You can feel the ground underneath. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, start to move in a way that's unique to you. Just move in however you want to. You could be making very tiny movements. And then just start to move the face, move your eyebrows, maybe have a smile. And breathing in and having a stretch now, lifting the arms up above the head. And in your mind's eye, in your imagination, just allow yourself to visualize a beautiful sunrise. And see the sun rising and see the colours of that sunrise. And allow them to energize you. Allow that warmth to soothe the crown of the head and your face. Light pours down into your spine and it fills every cell within your system, being energized and revitalized. Deepening the breath now, and that light flows over the front of the body, flows down into the organs within your body, strengthens the muscles, just helps you to feel very strong mentally, physically, emotionally, and energetically. And that light, that energy flows down into the hips, into the legs, into the knees, your feet, your ankles and your toes. So just turn yourself over now onto whichever side is best for you. And then slowly start to press your arms into the ground, your hands into the ground, and bring yourself back to a seated position. Just keep your eyes closed. As you come back to your seated position, notice the ground underneath. Your spine lengthens, your shoulders back. Bring your palms together and just rub your hands together. Put your nice warm palms over your eyes. Separate your fingers, let the light trickle on it. Give your forehead a tap and your eyebrows and your cheekbones. And just give yourself a moment to arrive back into your body. Just down. And then give yourself a nice hug. Take time to go a bit faster. And then give the other side a hug as well. And then bring your arms up above your body, let your palms come together. And bring your hands down to your heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings be at peace. I hope you enjoyed this evening's class. Welcome back to the first class of the 2023 for some of you. First time I've seen you. Oh. I do hope you enjoyed it. Excellent.